Hey yo, it's Jay
Real
Real Ninja
Ninja
Finance back
Finance.
again. And real quick, we talking about how being broke is expensive. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when you're on the lower end of the economic totem pole, like things just are set up to beat you up. So basically, it's expensive to be poor. That's like a common saying. And basically, when you broke like that, you gonna suffer from higher interest loans. If you don't got savings, you more likely than to go up to a payday loan place and take out one of them crazy loans, and you just gonna keep getting caught up in that cycle of not having enough money, going to go to the payday loan place, not having enough money, going to the payday loan place, and it just never ends. It just becomes a loop that you can't get out of, and you never really end up paying off all them loans because they just keep getting stacked up so high that it just get crazy for you. And then being broke is expensive because of late fees. Like you might not have it, so you might be piling up late fees on like whatever you owe money on, like credit card interest rates. You getting late fees on that. Your rent payments due, but you can't make it. Getting late fees on that. So it's just like another never-ending cycle, all because you ain't had the money. Then things like preventative costs, like say preventative car maintenance, like just getting the oil change, getting your brakes did, stuff like that. You don't got the money for it, so you just keep pushing it down the road, pushing it down the road, and eventually the whole car broke, and now it costs even more money than it would have costed just to get the little oil change. Because now you got all these other problems, all because you ain't had the bread to do basic preventative maintenance. So, like, yeah, being poor is just it's expensive. Then when you broke and on paper too, like you even pay higher insurance premiums. Poor credit scores is often linked to financial struggles. So the people that you applying for anything for, they can see that on paper you ain't got it, so they're gonna treat you like you ain't got it. And I know that ain't fair, but that's just how this thing is set up. Like it is what it is. And then you're gonna be subject to poor nutrition. Like you always hear when people talk about in the hood, oh, this is a food desert. This is a food desert. Well, I mean, healthier food can be more expensive, so they don't really care to put healthier options in a place where they know people can't afford it. I mean, it just makes business sense. Like, and I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but that just is what it is. Like, we can't cry about things that we can't control. All we can do is work on the things that we can control and try to get better. So you can't be mad at the grocery store not putting in healthy stuff when they know you can't afford to pay for it. That's why the Whole Foods ain't in the hood. They're in the nice neighborhoods where people got money to pay for that type of stuff. Because a Whole Foods in the hood, they gonna go bankrupt because ain't nobody buying the stuff, or they gonna be getting robbed every day at the self checkout. So it just is what it is. Then you got job opportunities. Some jobs they require upfront costs, like you might have to move, you might have to buy a uniform or something like that. So your tools or whatever, they all jobs don't provide that. Like you might have to come out of pocket for that type of stuff, and you might miss out on a job opportunity because you ain't have it. You ain't have the startup costs for that job. And then you got lack of investment opportunities. Like you might not be able to take advantage of any opportunities that come your way to make some more money because you don't got the money. So, and there's a host of other things too that I could probably get into, but just straight up, being poor is expensive. So what's the solution to that? Basically, the solution to that is recognizing that you need to increase your income. It always comes back to income. It all comes back to making more income. So that's what you need to work on, is making more income. Now, how you go about doing that, I don't know your skill set. Only you know your skill set. Maybe you don't even have a skill set. Maybe you need to go learn a skill set and then apply yourself and level up. All you got to do is go to any job hiring site, go to Indeed, LinkedIn, whatever, and then just type in the type of job that you're curious about and see what the salary range is. If that's a salary that you think will change your life, then reverse engineer what it takes to get that job title. Maybe you might need a certain skill set, maybe you might need a college degree, whatever. But you can reverse engineer yourself into that role. What are the qualifications of this role? Can I do this, this, and this? If you can't, then go figure out how to acquire those skills so you can do it. Or if you're good at finessing, you can kind of finesse your way into the position and kind of learn on the job. Now, I'm not saying that's what you should do, but I mean, if you got the gift of gab like that, then you can make it do what it do. But the point is, it's expensive to be poor, and the only solution out of that is to increase your income. And that's not going to be an easy feat to do. It's going to be very hard to do that. So you just got to buckle down, embrace the pain and the struggle and the sacrifice that comes with trying to build yourself up. And you just got to do it. And then once you go through it, on the other side, you're going to be a whole new person with a whole lot more money. But that's all I got for y'all. If you need help putting a budget together or figuring out what type of skills or areas you should go into, shoot me an email. Link in the description. That's all I got for y'all. Real Ninja Finance.
I've been the man and they all love me, tired of being broke.